Thanks for joining us. You're watching PA Harness Week. From the drivers to the horses to the big money races, this is a show dedicated to harness racing, and we have it all for you. I'm Charlotte McBride, joined by Heather Vitale.
Thank you, Charlotte. Wow, we had an incredible first episode for our 2018 season. It is June 30th. The weather's getting warmer, the racing is getting hotter.
That's right, Heather. On today's show, we have the elimination races for the Earl Beal Memorial, the Ben Franklin, the James Lynch Memorial, the Max Tim Memorial, and we will meet track announcer Mike Bozich, who will try to make you some money. We also have Blast from the Past and so much more.
Sunstake Saturday is happening tonight at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, and I will be there.
And you're not alone. Heather will be joined by her favorite horse. Foiled Again is making an appearance tonight at Mohegan Sun Pocono.
So excited about that. If you don't know who Foiled Again is, he is the richest harness horse in history with $7.5 million. This is his last year of racing, and he is going for number 100 tonight in race number 3.
That's right, so lots going on tonight, and as we mentioned at the top of the show, we have 4 big races to get to in this week's show. We're going to start things off with the Earl Beal Memorial, and I had a chance to talk with PHHA President Sam Beegle about a great man, Earl Beal.
Why is this such a huge night for harness racing?
Well, this is like the grassroots of it right here in Pennsylvania, and Earl was the grassroots of behind all this.
Describe to us what kind of guy he was, especially in how influential he was for this sport.
Very influential. Earl had a lot to do with all this, with off-track betting, with the slots, and we worked out a deal with the track operators back. I can't remember how long ago it's been, but Earl was right in the midst of all this. Earl was just an everyday guy. He was a cowboy boot and blue jean kind of a guy, and there was nothing. But he could get right in there with the politicians or whoever. And Earl was very low key. You know, you didn't see much out of him, and he didn't say a lot. But what he said, you had to pay attention to.
One of the eliminations for the Earl Beal Memorial featured Manchego. She's the number 5 in here, going into this race, 14 for 14 in her career. Not only that, she is the lone lady taking on the boys.
And they are underway. On the inside, both Gemologist and Crystal Fashion step out early. Far outside speed from Fourth Dimension. And so a three-way battle for the lead. In behind that, Mississippi Storm inside and Manchego on the outside. Gemologist now a slight lead at the pylons. 2 back to 6th and Alarm Detector, followed at the back by Fashion Forever. And the trailer right now, $50 bill. On the outside, working his way to the front, Fourth Dimension at the quarter in 26 and 4. Snappy opening panel for the Trotters, and now the filly Manchego on the move for Yannick Gingras, brushing right on past Fourth Dimension as the 1-5 favorite. Gemologist is third, single file to Mississippi Storm, and now Alarm Detector moves on the outside for Trevor Henry. First over, going to get parked around that turn. Inside 6th there, Crystal Fashion, following cover now Fashion Forever, and also outside at the back of the pack, $50 bill. Manchego at the half in 56 even, 29 and 1 second panel, so Gingras rated nicely there. Manchego under wraps, leading it here by a length. Alarm Detector made a break at the first over move. Manchego is now up by a length and 3/4 over Fourth Dimension from fourth. Mississippi Storm begins to mosey for David Miller. Inside Gemologist and showing a trot second over Crystal Fashion. Big gaps back to Fashion Forever, $50 bill, and Alarm Detector out of it. 3/4, 124 and 4, 28 and 4 third panel. The field has closed in on Manchego a bit, just ahead away Mississippi Storm. Inside losing ground, Fourth Dimension, as now Manchego picks it up and switching to the inside, Crystal Fashion. Top of the stretch, it's Manchego. Gingras still not asking here. Crystal Fashion closing on the inside for Tetrick. Manchego the lead. Crystal Fashion ahead away. Crystal Fashion, Manchego at the line. I think Manchego.
Manchego went off the heavy favorite, did not disappoint for trainer Jimmy Tactor. She wins in the fastest of the eliminations. That's 152 and 4. Crystal Fashion, oh my gosh, a super close second, just a nose back. How did Yannick Gingras feel about this super tight win? We found out.
That was a little too close for comfort. No, you know, to me, like, we're coming down the stretch. I think even if we went a little further, you know, my mare was digging in down by the wire. You know, I thought she raced really, really good. She got stretched out for the first time this year, and I believe that she kind of needed that, really. You know, every race has been really easy for her, and a little stretch out, there's nothing wrong with that.
Now let's take a look at the other two Earl Beal eliminations from last Saturday. Mission Accepted, coming in from Ohio, took his 8th straight win with a 153-2 victory and has post 3 in the final, while Six Pack won in 153-3 and continued to bat 1,000 this season in 4 starts, but he's got the way outside post 9 in the final. Coming up, we'll show you which horses you can expect to see racing tonight in the Ben Franklin and James Lynch finals. It's all coming up next on PA Harness Week.
You are my candy girl, the class champion last year.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back. You're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Charla alongside Heather, and now we have another big race to get to.
Absolutely. This is one of the eliminations for the Ben Franklin, featuring free-for-all pacers, an incredible field. I want you to check out number 4 in here. It's Heaven Rocks. He comes from the land down under. He was a major force down there. This is only his 4th start in America, already impressing the fans because he is a big favorite in this one.
Second over, Heaven Rocks found some live cover. He's 2 back now. On the move, Don't Tell Me Again, 6. Split the house still at the back. Check 6 at 3/4, 122 even, 27 4. Third panel and Check 6 extends the lead to a length and a half, but 3 wide. Heaven Rocks comes bearing down on him. In between horses there, Western Fame on the inside. Easy Lover, Hanover losing some ground. Top of the stretch, Check 6 to lead. Heaven Rocks on the outside, coming up strong, far outside. Don't Tell Me Again is closing well. Heaven Rocks the lead. Don't Tell Me Again trying to get to him. Heaven Rocks is going to hold him off.
Heaven Rocks with driver David Miller win their elimination in 149-3 for trainer Ross Krogan. One of the interesting things about this horse is that from the time he goes on the track to the time he goes behind the gate, he needs some company. He has the outrider with him because he gets a bit anxious on the racetrack and just wants another horse next to him to chill out. But one step further, he actually had the outrider in the winner's circle with him after this race, so I thought that was pretty cool. Something you don't always see. A bit high maintenance, but definitely worth it. Now he is drawn post 4 in the $500,000 Ben Franklin final.
We have 2 other Ben Franklin elimination winners to get to. We saw champion pacer McWicked win the fastest at the 3 elims in 148-3. He's been racing super this year and has post 2 in the final. And the other elimination, Sintra crossed the wire first in 148-4, but was placed back to 3rd for a violation of the pylons rule in the stretch. That result then put All Bets Off up to 1st place. All Bets Off, who is almost $3 million in earnings, will start from post 5. Well, as we mentioned at the top of the show, we have 4 big races to talk about. Now let's talk about the James Lynch elimination.
Yes, this is a full field of 3-year-old pacing fillies who tonight will be going for $300,000. So in this elimination, we have You Are My Candy Girl. She's the one to watch in here. She was last year's freshman pacing filly champion. However, look out for number 3, Alexis Power. She's been a powerhouse this year.
Underway, and it's Carlos Superstar at the pylon striking first to step out to the lead. Right in behind You Are My Candy Girl and Alexis Power. They are both coming up on the outside of Carlos Superstar. 2.5 back to Double A Mint in 4th, another 2 to 5th, and Hypnotic Tail. Then Pass Line Blue Chip, Major Special 87th at the back, Ideal Talker, and You Are My Candy Girl now taking the lead away from Carlos Superstar as they rip around the turn to the quarter-mile marker, 27 1/5. And so it's You Are My Candy Girl, the class champion last year, out as the favorite right now with Yannick Gingras on the bike. Pocket seat for Carlos Superstar. Alexis Power is the favorite at 1 to 2. She's 2.5 back on the inside and likes to come on strong late. Fourth on the inside, Double A Mint, and she heads out first over, giving cover there to Hypnotic Tail. Pass line Blue Chip also to the outside. Ideal Talker has a big gap. She can fill in there 7th, and back to the inside, Major Special Lady. 4 in, 4 out the half, 56 and 2, 29 and 1 second panel. Measured fractions up front. You Are My Candy Girl, the lead. You just saw Yannick Gingras take a look to his right. Knows now that Alexis Power is steaming on the outside, just 3 parts of a length away. Carlos Superstar with the trip. Double A Mint second over is 2 away for Kakali. Also on the outside, 5th Hypnotic Tail. Ideal Talker 6th. At the back, Major Special Lady and Pass Line Blue Chip. Slight lead still for You Are My Candy Girl. 3/4, 123 and 2. 27 even third panel. You Are My Candy Girl by a half length over Alexis Power. On the inside, Carlos Superstar has lost ground. Second over, Double A Mint is 3 away. Top of the stretch, You Are My Candy Girl still here by a length. And now it's switching to the inside, Alexis Power, but no longer gaining. Double A Mint on the outside, closing well, but You Are My Candy Girl appears to have it salted away, and she will hold on for the lead here late.
That was a sweet victory for You Are My Candy Girl in 151 and 3. She won by a neck over Double A Mint, who happens to be her stablemate. Yes, both of these fillies are trained by Ron Burke. Alexis Power was third with a first up trip. Now, getting back to the winner, You Are My Candy Girl, we checked in with a Yannick Gingras about this champion. Yannick, another close elim. You like keeping the fans at the edge of their seats?
No, I'd like to keep some for next week. You know, I didn't pop the plug on this one. You know, she was just coasting through the stretch. I knew she was a winner, and like I said, try to save some for next week.
I've been a little concerned about her this year. She's had 4 starts with 2 wins, but 2 sixths.
Yeah, you know, the things haven't been really good so far with her. She's had a little problem here and there, tying up, stomach ulcer, and then this week she bled actually, you know, in this race, so she's going to be first time Lasix for the final. So, but you know, through all the things now, you know, she's on treatment for our ulcers. You know, they're treating her a little bit differently in the barn as far as, you know what I mean, the way they train her and jog her and turn her out as far as the tying up, and now, like I said, with Lasix. So, you know, when everything falls into order, I think she'll be the filly that we all know. You know, do I think she's 100% for this week? Who knows? You know, I'll be happy with 90%. I think if she's at 90, I think they'll be chasing us.
There were only 2 eliminations for the Lynch, so the other one went to Kiss It in the Sand. And Kiss It in the Sand with a blazing 151 in 1 effort. Hopefully the talent of Kiss It in the Sand will help her overcome her tough draw of post position 9. And if you're tired of watching the highlights on the show and you'd like to see the action live, well, you can get to it. Here's a schedule of what you can expect this week in harness racing. The Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono has exciting live harness racing Saturdays through Tuesdays each evening. The post time is at 7 p.m. And at Harrah's Philadelphia, there is Sunday racing with a post time of 12:40. There is a special rare race day this week, Tuesday, July 3rd, with a 2:05 first post time. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the first race post time is at 12:25. Coming up, we'll take a look at who will be racing in the Max Hemp Memorial tonight, and I will chat with Mike Bozich as he breaks down one of the biggest races coming up tonight on Sunstake Saturday.
And there's Lather Up, making his way to the front as the 1-5 favorite for Montreal Teague.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer. And you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, changing lives since 1976 by providing unforgettable experiences while educating young racing fans. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, hands-on equine learning at camps across the country and driving exhibitions. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, providing scholarships, leadership programs, career and college information. Support the Harness Horse Youth Foundation. Log on to hhyf.org and find us on Facebook. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, growing our future with enthusiasm.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week, and now for the last but certainly not least of our elimination races, let's get to the Max Hemp Memorial.
Absolutely. Now, in this elimination for a stellar field of 3-year-old pacing colts and geldings, it's no surprise that in here the favorite is number 7, Lather Up, fresh off his $1 million North America Cup victory, and he is actually going into this race looking for 7 wins in a row in 2018.
And they are underway. Center of the track, Nutcracker Sweet pokes ahead out in front and extends the lead to a half length. Chased by Westalight. Lather Up out 3 wide is coming up to within a length of the lead. Done well in tight quarters, moving up also past Babes Dig Me in 5th. Heavenly Sound is 6th. Then Rock Lights at the back, Courtly Choice. And Lather Up on a mission to get to the front comes up alongside Nutcracker Sweet. They round the turn, come to the quarter-mile marker. It's a brisk pace of 26 and 2. And there's Lather Up making his way to the front as the 1-5 favorite for Montreal Teague, putting Nutcracker Sweet back in the pocket. Now Teague will try to rate. Inside third is Westalight, single file to Dunwell. Then comes Babes Dig Me. Heavenly Sound on the outside, trolling for cover. Courtly Choice follows him into 7th. On the inside, Rock Lights is the trailer. But no outside pressure at the moment on the Lather Up. He is coasting as he comes to the half-mile marker, which is reached in 55 and 4. 29 and 2, second panel. Serious breather for the heavy favorite. Lather Up by a length. Under wraps on the outside, Dunwell charging up for Tim Tetrick to within 3 parts of a length, forcing the leader to respond. A length and a half back to Nutcracker Sweet in the loose pocket. Outside, Heavenly Sound is 4th. He's 3 back. Then on the inside, Westalight 5th, but no direction home at the moment. Courtly Choice in motion on the outside 6th, followed by Babes Dig Me, the deep trailer Rock Lights. 3 quarters, 122 and 2. 26 and 3 hung up on the board by Lather Up, responding to the challenge of Dunwell. Nutcracker Sweet still right there in the pocket, further back. Westalight looking for room 4th. Top of the stretch, Lather Up by a length. Nutcracker Sweet on the inside, outside, Dunwell and Lather Up pacing away from the pursuit.
This horse is just so good right now. Once he gets to the top, that's pretty much it. He ends up winning this elimination in 1:49 with the driver Montreal Teague and the sulky for trainer Clyde Francis. Now, he does have post number 7 in the big $500,000 final this evening, but he had post number 7 in the elimination, and we saw what just happened there.
And now for the other 2 Himt eliminations, Hitman Hill visited the winner's circle. Hitman Hill had a 149 and 3 wire-to-wire effort and will have post 2 in the final. Dorsoduro Hanover picked up his victory in 149 and 4 with driver Matt Kakaley, and that duo will start from post position 4. All right, this week on the show, Mike Bozich joining me, the track announcer here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. You are going to be our guest handicapper, and you're handicapping a huge race for Sun Stakes Saturday, the Ben Franklin.
That's right. The Ben Franklin is always one of the best races on the Sun Stakes Saturday program. $500,000. The older pacers, always fun to watch. Last year's Ben Franklin came right down to the wire with Keystone Velocity, barely beating Melmera in what was a spine-tingling moment, I think, for the sport of harness racing. And the Ben Franklin's not going to disappoint again this year. It's a very deep field. 2 horses I want your listeners and watchers to keep an eye on. Number 1 is a horse by the name of Heaven Rocks. This is a relatively new horse here to the States, a horse that I had a chance to see race right here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. Was a little bit erratic down the stretch. We talked to the driver and part owner of the horse, Dave Miller, and Dave said that basically he had to make some equipment adjustments on the horse, and he's got this horse going very, very good right now. Just missed in the big race here, the Commodore Barry, just losing by a neck to Filibuster Hanover, who's in this particular race as well. Heaven Rocks has the post position advantage today, now is used to the States, so you're certainly going to want to keep an eye on him. Another horse to watch is a horse by the name of Rock and Ron. Louis-Philippe Bois, one of Canada's best drivers, is coming down to drive for trainer Ron Burke. Last time this duo connected on Rock and Ron, they won a big race in Canada. It was formerly the Molson Pace, now the Kamla Classic. Just put a whooping on some very nice horses at Western Fair, a half-mile track there. They team up again this time, and you've got good odds on Rock and Ron. Certainly going to want to keep an eye on him at good value.
We've got some incredible trotting talent going to post in the $30,000 Great Northeast Open Series. And here the favorite is number 3, Guardian Angel Oz, plus 2 champion mares, Ariana G, who's number 7, and number 4 is Broadway Donna.
Trotters away, Sutton fast off the mark, so too Broadway Donna and Guardian Angel Oz from the inside. These 3 will battle on approach to the first turn. Sutton retreats, Broadway Donna takes up the chase with Guardian Angel Oz, and Broadway Donna takes over moving into the first turn. Home and Dry is settled into the 4th spot, 4 lengths off the lead. Now Sutton's going to try to wedge into the 3-hole, and he's able to do so, just better than Home and Dry. Andy M follows them, 8 lengths off. Broadway Donna's clear lead. The last 2 off the first turn are Muscle Diamond And Ariana G, the world champions, got a dozen to make up after a sharp first quarter of 26 and 4/5 seconds. They're single file and well strung out as they move in front of us. Broadway Donna off at 5-2. Leads 3-5 Public Choice. Guardian Angel lost by a length and a half with just under a circuit to go. And Sutton drafts along comfortably just behind the top twosome. He is 3 lengths off the lead entering the bridge turn. Home and Dry while fourth is 5 from the front, followed by Andy M, Muscle Diamond, and still last of the septet Ariana G's got 9.5 to make up. 56-3 for the half mile. It was a well-rationed out 29-4 second quarter from David Miller, who keeps Broadway Donna a length and 3/4 in front at their point of departure. Guardian Angelos is a close and clear second. Sutton is a close and clear third. Still just 3 off the lead. Home and Dry continues from mid-division. Now he's tipped off the pegs with 5/16 to go, and he'll slipstream the cover of Sutton to the quarter pole. Andy M's got room to save ground. 5.5 from the front. Ariana G's past 1. That one is Muscle Diamond relegated to the tail, but Ariana G from third over still has 5 lengths to come. 3/4 in 1:24-2 in the shadow of the 8th pole. Broadway Donna's lead has been cut to a length by Sutton down the outer. Guardian Angelos gives chase up the open stretch, but is going just evenly right now. Now he starts to improve, Guardian Angelos does. He found his momentum at the 16th, and Guardian Angelos was able to collar Broadway Donna by half a length in the end.
Guardian Angel Az got a great trip and pushed past Broadway Donna on the way to a track record performance. Finishing in 1:52 flat here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. That is the fastest mile ever by a 4-year-old trotter over this 5/8 oval. Tim Tetrick drove for trainer Annette Lorenzen. Broadway Donna settled for second, and Sutton was there to take home third.
Pretty much the entire Sunday card at Harrah's, Philadelphia was an OMG moment. First of all, you just saw that track record, right? And thanks to James Withright, who stepped in for the announcing duties on that Sunday. Also on that card, huge payoffs, including an over $70 winner. And something else happened, and that's what we're going to watch now.
It starts right now. Perfectly close out the center was sharpest away. Annihilator in the purple and gold headgear left well, so did RDB Speed up the pegs. Aberdeen Hanover floats up into midfield and is taken 4th wide of Twin Creeks Jesse. World Class Duke eases back into 6th. He is 8 lengths behind Annihilator, who pushes clear of Perfectly Close at the apex of the first turn. Mayfield Duke came away last but 1, and Lean On You has dropped out the tail. 13 lengths would cover them. They're single file behind Annihilator off the 3-1 third choice, and he clicked off at 26-2 first quarter mile. They're single file as they move in front of us, and Annihilator leads Perfectly Close by a length and a half. 2 away, RDB Speed is third. Aberdeen Hanover is fourth, and now moving second over is RDB Speed, angled off the pegs after closing the gap behind Perfectly Close. Twin Creeks Jesse is third over and just 4 from the front with 9/16 to go, so World Class Duke has lots of room to save ground on the bridge turn. Mayfield Duke, while fourth over, is 6 lengths off nearly joint leaders. RDB Speed moved within a half length of Annihilator. World Class Duke just broke stride, so Lean On You, who was last, is now up into 7th, the half mile 55-3. They've got 3/8 to go, and Annihilator is digging in to hold his lead from RDB Speed, stalled in the breeze. RDB Speed's been looped 3 wide for second by Aberdeen Hanover. Perfectly Close remains as such from the pocket, but he's hard-pressed for racing room at the quarter pole. Now he's back into 3rd spot behind once again joint leaders, but this time it's Aberdeen Hanover at the flank of Annihilator, and they are nose-to-nose with 3/16 to go. Lean On You has some pace, but no racing room. 3 from the front. He's gained into 4th. 3/4, 123 flat. Into the stretch they come. Annihilator's now been headed by Aberdeen Hanover, but Annihilator finds more yet. Annihilator digging in. Aberdeen Hanover full out. Perfectly Close late on the scene. Up to the line. Annihilator and Aberdeen Hanover hit it together.
We got a dead heat on our hands. We have Annihilator with driver David Miller winning right alongside with Aberdeen Hanover, and the driver was Tim Tetrick in 1:52-2. 2 mares could not be separated at the wire. You know, Timmy, it's not unheard of, but there are thousands of races every year, so it's kind of rare to have a dead heat. I'm wondering, when you cross the wire, do you know?
We know when it's tight. Usually, I actually thought I got beat. David thought he got beat, but we actually shared it, so it was all right.
Coming up, we'll have a blast from the past. We're going all the way back to 1980, and we'll tell you what's trending this week.
The world is full of compromises. but not here. Not on this day. Not in this race. Not in this sport. Every bet is a hope. Return on investment comes in seconds. This is harness racing. We welcome you to the Harness Racing Fan Zone. See it all for yourself. Feel it in all the passion. Share that experience with others. The Harness Racing Fan Zone puts you in the driver's seat.
And now for this week's Blast from the Past, we're going all the way back to July 17th, 1980.
That's right, and we're going to head to Brandywine Raceway for an invitational trot and send it up to announcer Roy Schutt for this one.
Now the goal, Petite Evander gets away on top. On the outside, Idle Love is second. Up the backstretch, Howard Beisinger takes Lindy's Crown into the lead.
It is only after a long journey on the outside that Lindy's Crown takes the lead. His sire, Hambletonian winner Lindy's Pride, and his dam, Speedy Toe, a full sister to the great performer and sire, Speedy Crown. And in the making, a new world champion.
Coming to the top of the stretch. Lindy's Crown has moved on top by 4. It's Lindy's Crown as they head for home of 4 lengths. Calvert second. Petite Evander. Lindy's Crown like a champion up there on top, 6 lengths. Lindy's Crown with the lead. Calvert coming second. Petite Evander and El Silcar on the front end. Lindy's Crown.
The 80s were all about big hair and big race miles, like this one with a Lindy's Crown driven by Howard Beisinger. 157-1. Back in 1980, that was a world record. How times have changed.
It's 2018, so of course we'd like to keep you up to date on what's trending in the world of social media. For all things PA Harness Week, find us online at HarnessWeek.com. On Facebook, you can find us at Harness Week, and of course on Twitter, you can find us at PA Harness Week.
That's right. And let me tell you about those hashtags. We want you to be hashtagging Sun Stakes Saturday, all one word with that hashtag sign. And I have one more for you. Hashtag foiled again forever. Okay, all happening tonight at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Oh, one more thing. Check it out, Charla. This is the giveaway for Sun Stakes Saturday. This incredible cooler pack. You do not want to miss this giveaway tonight. Also, one more thing I got to tell you about the Twitter. All right, it's that cute little @ sign with Downs at MSP. So make sure you tweet out to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono.
And you will be there tonight. It's sure to be a packed crowd tonight, of course. The giveaway, as Heather just mentioned. We had another great show. Thank you so much for tuning in this week to another edition of PA Harness Week.